If you knew your days in this body were numbered, and indeed they are, but you were sure of it because of a diagnosis, how would you spend the rest of your precious days, weeks, or months? When someone close to you has or is experiencing this, we are blessed with a huge opportunity to face our mortality too, because we are reminded of how precious this life is and that the body has an expiration date that will come when it comes. And the emotionality of someone close experiencing this drives home the point in such a way that can't be ignored or denied. How can we harness the pain we are experiencing, the clarity around our finite bodies, along with the urgency to prioritize that which is of the utmost importance in order to liberate ourselves? Greetings, my name is Dawn from Project Liberate, where I'm concerned with all things that have to do with personal and spiritual liberation. Please look at my previous videos and build your life fitness if you too want liberation. We are all on a spiritual journey, whether we know it or not, whether we're doing it intentionally or not. Each of the video segments that I produce are based on my spiritual journey. Our journeys look different, but the lessons are universal. Same themes told through different stories. Because it has meant so much to me to learn what I've learned and what I continue to learn, I'm sharing it. Through these videos, perhaps I can help or support someone. That is the offering. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share if you find the content in these videos valuable. In this video, I'm going to explore how facing our mortality can help catapult us in the direction we are called and propel us forward, energize our forward motion on our divine path if we allow it to affect us deeply. Facing our mortality is an opportunity to get crystal clear with ourselves about what truly matters. Most recently, two people I'm fairly close to received extreme diagnoses. One, stage 4 lung cancer, and the other leukemia. The first is age 59 and the other 45. I have felt the whole range of emotions in processing this. Absolute love for them, deep twisting sadness, gratitude to know them, grief for their families, for them, for myself, and fear of my own predictable yet inevitable end. I also felt from the depths of myself incredible gratitude for my health and wellness, for my life, for my loved ones, and for being able to dream and realize them into fruition. The fact that I wasn't carrying around the extremely weighted fear around diagnosis, leave of absence, financial implications, death, and hopefully treatment, instead created a surge of energy, aka desperation, around everything I had been painstakingly birthing into reality. Those of us who have relationships with the two shared our concerns and upset around their diagnoses. I found that most of the grief expressed felt very much from our own fear and heartache of them not being here. It was about us, not them. As well, it was only despair, so I quickly realized I had to temper my involvement in these interactions. I see it from all angles. Life in our bodies is temporary. We don't get to choose our end, and the end comes inevitably. Grief is real. I witnessed one of the aforementioned comfort people after they shared their diagnosis. We get swept up in grief and can lose our perspective and grip on reality. I think we grieve for ourselves and our loss more than anything. Grief is a wave. It ebbs and flows. It's also a field of rabbit holes. I choose to be here riding those waves. And when the waves subside, I'll watch out for the rabbit holes and try to keep it in perspective. It's so painful and terrifying to witness a loved one facing their mortality. If you can receive the gift of facing yours at the same time, you can benefit tremendously. Why should you wait for your turn to get crystal clear about your own life? Take that opportunity now. I could see myself in others, and that helps me to regain my perspective and hold the entire situation. If this should be fatal, these are the reasons I will miss you. My heart breaks for your spouse. My heart breaks for you because you want to live. My heart breaks for me because you've created a safe space for me in a world that doesn't always feel safe. My heart breaks because I plan to leave when you leave, and that may be thrown out the window. It's not convenient. I'm afraid for myself because we are close in age and what would happen to my son if I received that diagnosis. Yet you have lived a full life, traveled wildly, experienced many cultures, mastered many languages, loved deeply, experienced life deeply, done the deep work to evolve in your humanity, to spiritually grow and heal your wounds. All I can truly do is hold space for all that life is. I cannot judge the journey on life and death of the body. Truth of actual life is my saving grace. We are more than our bodies. I know this to be true. If you've ever experienced a loved one's body after they've passed, then you know when the body has expired, they have vacated it. While we are not just the body, it is the beloved home we occupy in this life. However, I can use the enormity of the inevitable truth that our time in this body is temporary to motivate me to live my life fully now. We aren't promised any particular amount of time in this body. After the diagnosis, it's a time-sensitive window of clarity and opportunity to hone in on one's values. We could have this hyper-awareness, energy surge, and momentum around our mortality that we can harness to significantly move the needle in our own lives. Soon enough, life will return back to normal for us, and we'll lose grip on the sobering reality of time in this body, finite time. I felt desperation after the initial shock and a swelling of grief after the news of the diagnosis, but that's often my default response. Desperation is merely fear. I felt like I had to jump ship on major things in my life that I had been patiently and methodically moving away from. Yes, I experienced sheer panic. I saw I was in this insomnia-producing rabbit hole, and I worked to ground myself in what's true. Although time in this body is temporary, I or we know nothing of the end of life that animates this body. And panic distracts me from my mission to fully live liberated. I can hold it all, the beauty of life right now, and that life in this body is temporary. It's life. I choose to accept all of it today and to live my life on purpose and with intention. So I am savoring every precious moment of life. I am choosing to move forward, do the hard things, make the decisive moves, and put in my best energy and bring my dreams to life. I accept this kind of wake-up call with grace. I am taking this opportunity charged with fear, emotion, and grief to understand the implications of mortality in my own life. If I focus on where I'm not, what I don't have, what I'm not doing, etc., I'm cultivating more of the same. Like attracts like. When you're wrestling with yourself to create a new existence, it can feel like wrestling with a bear, especially because nothing in life stops because you want to create something new. You juggle the old and current while incubating, creating, and then birthing something new into the world. To stay the course for me requires anchoring, grounding that I can provide myself, that I can tap into when the world feels topsy-turvy. Stick and move, meaning ground and continue on, and repeat. I am doing exactly what I should be doing, although it feels arduous, unknown, and risky. It's also life-giving, exciting, creative, and liberating. Anchor more, shift your attention to gratitude after acknowledging whatever emotion arises. Just do your best to stay in gratitude because you are choosing your path in every moment. You have unlimited options and you are divine. Remember who you are. You are the light of the world. That's why you're here. That's your only function. I am the light of the world. That's why I'm here. That's my only function. May you be well. May you be happy. This has been a 721 Yellow Banana production. Thank you. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found the content in this video valuable. I'd really appreciate it. Hey, let's get the word out. Let's get the word out. Let's share the message. The message is important. Okay, I am a life coach, and if you would like coaching, if you would like support, if you want to partner with someone to help bring your dreams into fruition, hey, leave a comment. In the comments, let me know who you are, and I'll get back in contact with you. Thank you so much.